Hey, what's up you guys? This is Sentai22 here. How you guys all doing? Finally, finally after 2 years of Power Rangers Samurai madness, or Super Samurai, whichever you like to call it, it's pretty much the same show, we finally get to see the final episode of the show. I didn't get a chance to watch it when it premiered on Saturday, but I did get a chance to see it on Netflix just a couple of hours ago. And I have to say, it was not that bad actually. It was pretty awesome. I liked the way that they mixed the original fight footage with Sentai footage, particularly the fights with the Moogers when they were just in, human form. I mean, it was just amazing to see them just fight with their swords and not with their, ranger suits, and I think it was just epic. Also, one thing that I noticed on the fights between the Moogers is that you actually see the actors fighting the Moogers, I mean, if you notice a lot of the Disney seasons, like when the Rangers fight the henchmen, you don't see their faces. Like when they do some kind of somersault or kick, they just hide their faces. That's because that's a stunt double, What's really interesting to me is that I did not saw any stunt doubles. Well, there was a little bit of stunt doubles there. I mean, obviously, Antonio couldn't do that Barracuda blade in human form like that. I mean, obviously there was a guy that did it. But it was really awesome to see, the actual actors doing some of the physical work. Also seeing, a lot of original fight footage in the Ranger forms as well. And I don't know if this is just me, but the American Master Xander costume, if you notice in the American footage, his face looks a little bit light red. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the camera filters or something like that, but it just doesn't really seem right. If you look at the Japanese version, Japanese footage, you notice that Master Xander's face looks a lot darker, dark red, if you will. So, and finally, after so many episodes, we finally get to see the Shogun mode outside of the Megazord. Thank you. I mean, it was awesome the way that it just, beat the crap out of Master Xander that way with the Shogun mode. I wish they would have done more with it with the other Nylok. I mean, it would have been an awesome battleizer. I mean, that armor had so much potential. I mean, I would have loved to see a battle with the Shogun mode Red Ranger beating against the Surveyor or Decker for that matter. I mean, I would have loved to see that. Also, of course, Master Xander grows into a giant monster. The Rangers summon the Gigazord, and then they start to fall apart after Master Xander keeps shooting them, and then just break apart. And of course, they, slash. They use all of their powers to, symbol powers, to make sure that Master Xander is defeated once and for all. And of course, he says, "You haven't won this round. I will be back." That type of thing. I don't know. I know I said it wrong, but you get the deal. So of course, they congratulate themselves on their hard-earned work. The Nyloks are defeated, and meanwhile, in the Bulk and Spike front, Spike thanked Bulk for teaching him the ways of the samurai. Okay, and then all of a sudden, there was this stretch limo coming out of nowhere, and someone opens the back limo, and of course, Bulk falls, and there was Skull. Yay! Hey, Skull, you were rich the whole time. Yay, Skull, you were rich the whole time, and you didn't give your best friend any money so he can pay his bills. Not only that, but you asked me to take care of your son. But he just shaved, Bulk just saved his own. Hey, you look great, buddy. I could have needed your help, but you didn't, you. That's okay. But they swerve off, and of course, we go on to the next scene with the Rangers. So of course, they congratulate themselves on their hard-earned work. The Nyloks are defeated. Lauren, who's played by Kimberly Crossman, who is the only New Zealander ranger in the show, says goodbye to Jaden, and of course they leave off, as well as the other rangers, you know, telling what they're gonna do, because you know all the Nylok are defeated, so they're gonna go do normal things. Kevin decides to go to the Olympics. Too little, too late, my friend. Mia finally realizing that her cooking sucked, and she's now going to a culinary school, which is good. And of course, Antonio goes into this kind of cruise now to catch one of the rare fishes, of course, and also Mike and Emily. Oh, it was so cute. It was so cute. Because you know, Emily, you know, goes to her home to get her sister, and he goes with him. It was so sweet, so sweet. You know what's kind of sad though is that they never got Emily and Mike never got to use their Shogun modes in the Megazord fights. So, oh, hopefully in the team up, who knows? And Jaden, who finally completed his samurai duties. Now he's finally resting down, and the mentor teaching him how to have fun, and he brings out the guitar, and it was kind of the same as in the Japanese version. I thought it was a fitting touch to the last few moments of the episode, so I think it was pretty cool. I have to say, the girl who played the female Red Ranger Lauren, aka Kimberly Crossman, she did a fantastic job playing her role as the second female Red Ranger. If you don't know who was the first, just watch SPD. So really great. So now, what do I think of Power Ranger Samurai as a whole, or Super Samurai? When Saban bought the franchise back in 2010, we were ecstatic. I mean, we couldn't believe that this was happening. I mean, most of us were shitting in our pants hearing about this announcement. I think it was one of the greatest announcements in Power Ranger history when Saban bought the franchise. And even, you know, promoting the show that, you know, Disney couldn't even do was something amazing. I mean, we see Power Rangers in public events, and now in the Thanksgiving Day parade, you know, seeing Power Ranger trailers in movie theaters. I mean, that's something we haven't seen in a long time, as I mentioned before. I mean, it was just so phenomenal to see that there. You know, finally, you know, Power Rangers coming back into the mainstream again. I mean, you think promoting a good product, you think you would be getting a good quality show. Unfortunately, we were wrong. The acting was very lousy. I mean, the dialogue was so bad. I mean, it was almost like preschool level. I mean, for God's sakes, if they ever rerun Power Ranger Samurai, it should be on Nick Jr. for all we know. I mean, it was something that we did not expect. And I know what you guys are saying, and I've heard this a million times. Power Rangers is a kid's show. Deal with it, fool. But here's the thing, okay? There are a lot of great kids shows that don't dumb down children. I mean, I bet you there are some kids that are even smarter than us. I mean, smarter than us adults, and they know everything about it. And when they watch this, it's like, damn, this fucking sucks. I mean, kids shouldn't, like I said in my other blogs, they shouldn't be dumbing down the entertainment. Children are not stupid. They're not. Look, children this day and age, you know, thanks to the help of technology, a lot of them know a lot of stuff that, you know, older people don't really know about computers, and I think that's pretty cool to see that. And unfortunately, when you see a product like Power Ranger Samurai, it's just like, you know what, I'm not gonna watch this. I like watching Transformers Prime better. The characters did not really transition well from the Japanese to the American footage. I'm talking about the, you know, the dialogue and the characteristics from the Japanese version. It just didn't work. This is the reason why I prefer original characters and not, you know, something that's been done before. I mean, why did they bring Bulk to begin with? I mean, newer generations of kids don't even know who he is. They probably never even watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Why was he there? Doesn't make any sense. He didn't really interact with the Rangers, and the comedy is just way outdated. I mean, the slapstick comedy may have worked in Mighty Morphin, but it doesn't work in Power Ranger Samurai. Also, the audio and sound of Power Ranger Samurai. Now, if you watched Linkara's review on Power Rangers Ninja Storm, you can check it out. It's in the link in the description below. Great reviewer. He noticed that the audio, because of course this is Disney's first season, shot in New Zealand, and the new ADR department has just been established. There was a lot of audio problems in Power Rangers Ninja Storm. The audio felt a little bit muffled. It didn't really have that kind of good stereo-like quality. In Power Rangers Samurai, however, the audio felt unnatural. I mean, if you watch the episodes, the past seasons of Power Rangers, particularly the Disney seasons, you'll notice that the audio, like if you hear when the Rangers are talking, you notice the echoes. Okay, you notice things in the back. You notice sounds in the background. Like, you know, for example, I'm gonna, you know, you hear that. You know what I mean? Well, that's because they're using the audio cameras instead of using the ADR. You know, I mean, it's understandable to use the ADR when they are in Ranger form or they need to change a little bit of certain lines that needed to be replaced. But this was happening all the time. You hardly ever even hear anything going on. It felt like the audio felt unnatural. It didn't feel like you were there. You know what I mean? If you watch the episodes of Power Rangers Samurai, you'll notice, you know, there are some moments where you actually hear the camera audio, but it's more of the ADR audio. You know, I can guarantee you that. Okay. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just forget what I just said. Okay. But hear me out. I mean, the audio felt more of ADR audio instead of the natural audio that's in the camera. I mean, was the dialogue in the Ranger scene that bad? Again, you know, Saban promoted the hell out of this show. And I remember this one member who said this: you can sell shit, you can promote the hell out of this shit, but in reality, it's still shit. Okay? Now, keep in mind that not all of it was shit. I mean, there was some things that I did like about Power Rangers Samurai. The fact that they changed the storyline, Decker and Daiu's storyline. In the Japanese version, Daiu was a jealous madwoman bent on revenge on killing his husband. And of course, you have, you know, Decker, of course, who is a maniacal maniac, killing everything. And instead, you know, both of them were both lovers, and I think that was pretty awesome to see that. Also, you know, finally, Power Rangers is finally in HD. Okay, in Japan, it's already started with. They already started it way before us. They started it with Bokanger, but we still was in standard definition. But it was okay. It was good quality standard definition. Also, the good thing about it is that the show did what it was supposed to do: sell the toys to the kids, and I think they did a fantastic job with that. You know, they promoted the hell out of the show to sell the toys, and they did a fantastic job at it. Now, keep in mind, and it's understandable that, I mean, it was rushed. They really had to rush filming in order for them to meet the Nickelodeon deadline, even if it means copying the Sentai story with that. So, I mean, I have no fault. I really don't blame them. It's understandable. I just hope they don't do that with Megaforce, but I'm hopeful. But I'm not going to expect anything high from Saban. So I just want to see what happens in Power Rangers Megaforce. So anyway, guys, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this response to the whole Power Rangers Samurai thing, and we can move on to the new series, Power Rangers Megaforce. So anyway, guys, what do you think of Power Rangers Samurai? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you like the suits? Did you like the Megazord? Please let me know. Also, please post your questions for the next Super Question Time videos. So this is Sentai 22, and thanks for watching.